welcome back everyone, it's Lodestar here. This is part 2 of my Kingdom Hearts cross back cover movie watch. So yeah, let's get right back into it. Sure, we'll have the subtitles on again. A few days later.
I was wrong about Ira. I thought he would make a great leader, but he let me down. Well, what do you two think? You don't believe what Ira said, do you?
Of course not. His argument was unconvincing. It's like Envy said. He's just making baseless assumptions given the situation. There's no evidence to tie his accusations to anyone, let alone one of us.
Maybe there's something he hasn't told us.
And he needs to tell us. How dare he look at us with suspicion? We're his comrades.
I wouldn't call us comrades. Anyway, could you get to the
Gula
point?
is such a downer.
I know you didn't call us here just to complain.
I want the three of us to form an alliance.
But alliances are forbidden, us said.
I knew it. I had a feeling it would come to this. So, we join forces, then confront Ira?
Confronting him is pointless. Ira won't change his mind. I know there's darkness at work. There's no question. But I don't believe for a second there's a traitor among us. Unfortunately, Ira doesn't share the same belief. He's just
I'm more
wasting
on the line
time
with
trying to
Acid,
figure out who
to be
the
honest.
traitor is.
I don't think there's a
Darkness
traitor
won't
among
wait,
them.
and neither should we. We need to band together now and find a way to fight it.
Guess it makes sense.
I agree that we need to do something to fight the darkness. But combining our unions? That was strictly forbidden by the Master.
He's no longer here.
I'm in. But let's be clear. The alliance is just between the two of us right now. I don't want my union members involved.
Gula! I want to follow the Master's teachings.
Understood. That's your choice to make. You should do whatever you feel is right.
Yeah.
By the way, Acid, do Ira and Envy know?
I haven't talked to Ira about it for obvious reasons, but I did ask Envy to join us.
You wanted to see me? Gula, Ava, what are you doing here? What's the meaning of this?
Hear me out, Envy. I want an alliance among our unions. Gula here has already agreed. Will you join us? And together we can—
And disobey the Master's teachings?
We don't have a choice! Darkness is approaching, and we need to combine our strength to stand against it.
The Master bestowed each of us with a different role, and he specifically told us to keep our union separate, to maintain the balance of power. He told us that any imbalance would lead to a desire for more power, which leads to darkness. I know you haven't forgotten.
This so reminds me of
Perhaps.
Star Wars.
It's you who has been tainted by darkness.
I'm tainted by darkness? Then what about you, Envy? You spy on us and report everything you see back to Ira. You really think you have no darkness in your heart after what you did?
Because that is my role.
To observe us, yes, but not to disclose everything we say and do to Ira.
That's...
He's got a
For all we
point.
know, you and Ira could be allies, scheming behind our backs.
that's enough.
Poor Ava though. She don't want to be there. But again, like I said, I feel like Acid does pull out a lot of correct stuff in this. Like,
I don't want us to turn against each other.
I don't know. I think
Master
he
Ava.
is more correct than the others, to be honest.
Oh, hello. Your name is Ephemer, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so
Hey, can I join you?
sorry, I know I'm pausing this, but this guy here, Ephemer, your character in the phone game actually becomes friends with this guy. So yeah, it's a nice little nod to him, I suppose. He's not in this movie
Why
very
the long
much.
face? Did something happen?
Long day. Do you remember what you asked me before? About why the unions compete against each other instead of working together. Actually, I always wondered the same thing.
Huh? Isn't it just because the master said so?
Yes. And as such, we must obey. The master said so. So it is. Lately, I've really started to wonder. You once told me that you were looking for answers. That you wanted to solve the mysteries of this world. Well, I think that's how things should be. We need to question things and think for ourselves.
Whoa! You are really not yourself today. I guess even foretellers have their off days. Hey, maybe talking about the book will cheer you up.
Not a chance.
Aww.
Everyone wants to know.
You were trying to pull a fast one on me, weren't you?
Oh, no, I was joking.
If you say so. But, to be honest, I think it would be great if all the unions could work together and be friends.
You know, I made a friend from another union today. Wasn't much of a talker, maybe just shy. We're meeting again tomorrow.
So I think
That
he's
sounds like
talking
so
about
much
your
fun.
character in the phone game.
Then, you'd better go home and get some sleep.
Okay. Well, it was nice talking to you. I don't know what's got you down, but please cheer up.
Thank you. If the worst happens, I'll be glad to leave the future to the kids who see the world in the way that you do. Let the wind carry you far, far away. My dandelions.
Now that is, we're going to get more into that. Maybe in this part, maybe in the next. Again, Ava's role is very important.
It seems Ased and Gula's unions are now allied.
So Ased is the traitor after all.
No, I don't believe he is.
Why's that?
To Ased, unification is a means of gathering strength to oppose the darkness. So I believe his heart still belongs to the light.
Even so, forming alliances was strictly forbidden by the Master.
Yes, and his teachings are absolute. That's why I will try and persuade Gula to dissolve their alliance.
Then I'll do it.
No. Please, let me do the talking. Your intervention will do nothing more than spur Ased's anger.
All right. I'll leave it to you.
And one more thing. Ased has begun to question the two of us. As a precaution, my reports will be less frequent. I don't want him to get the wrong idea. Please understand.
Yes, I do.
I like how he just shut his book a couple of seconds ago and now he sat back down and opened it back up. Hey look, there's the Kingdom Key and a Darksider. A few months later.
I think I'm done.
Done with what?
The Alliance. I think it's time to call it quits.
For what reason?
To put it simply, I entered this alliance thinking we were preparing to fight some impending darkness, but it hasn't come. In
Yes.
fact, there haven't been any suspicious incidents recently, and you haven't rallied anyone else to your cause.
Yeah, but
This alliance is meaningless. Even Envy agrees. Oh,
Envy?
Oh, well, there was a slip of the tongue.
oh, you weren't supposed to find out.
Was Envy the one who told you to break our alliance?
Maybe, but I'm the one who decided to do it, and I've already told you why.
But we don't even know who the traitor is yet!
And that's exactly why. I just can't trust anyone but myself.
Don't you realize you won't stand a chance against the darkness on your own?
Sorry, my mind's made up.
Envy. You will regret this.
Yeah. I definitely think Acid is my favourite out of them all, to be honest. Oh, now we have the case of Acid. Where is it written though? Ah, there we go, in the books.
You been here long? My bad.
No.
So, what did you want?
You didn't forget, did you? You're the one who called me here.
Lighten up! I was just kidding. I didn't forget. Give me a little credit here. I was just testing you.
Right.
Now then, allow me to tell you about your role.
So now we're going to learn Acid's role.
Ira's right-hand man.
What?
Pretty straightforward.
Ira's right-hand man? What do you mean?
Well, Ira's gonna be the new leader after I'm gone, you see. So, just stand by. Don't disappoint.
Explain to me, Master. What do you mean Ira's going to be leader?
What? Is that disappointment I hear? Did you want to be leader?
No! I mean, if you had asked me to be the leader, that's a different story, but I wasn't
What's
trying.
a different story?
You really want to be leader, huh?
Well...
I know you want it, but that just isn't enough. Any chump can say, "You, here's a huge promotion, good job," and make you head honcho. But enthusiasm alone doesn't make a great leader. Ira needs someone like you to give him a push in the right direction.
I agree. Ira is definitely the most worthy among us. I'm sure he'll make a fine leader.
Then it's settled.
Wait, I agreed that he is worthy. But why do we need a new leader, Master? Does that mean you will no longer be teaching us?
Well, I might disappear one day.
What do you mean you might? You just told him that after you're gone, Ira will be the new leader.
Well, I might disappear.
Disappear? Why? Where?
Speak up sooner if you're listening. It was embarrassing for me. Anyway, I don't know if I'm gonna disappear or not. It's anyone's guess right now.
But...
In any case, you need to support Ira. We both know he's quite serious. He's always just thinking and thinking and thinking behind that unicorn mask of his. So everyone will be counting on you to spur him into action.
Right.
You might not be entirely happy with your role, but just know that it's the most important one. Capiche? Now, shall I elaborate? Making Ira the leader is all good in theory, but sometime later you might think, he's terrible at this. In which case it'll be
now.
your job to step up.
Or in prison.
Who knows? Your leadership might be just what everyone needs. And that is your true role. May your heart be your guiding key. Best of luck, I said.
So that was the case of Acid. We've seen Acid, Envy,
It's
and
been
Ira.
over a year since the Master left. It's time for me to fulfill my true role.
Yeah, now Acid's gonna fight Envy. This is a pretty cool fight as well. You can see how powerful these guys are compared to like Sora and Riku and all that stuff. Look at this, he like cuts gravity
Why do you
for
get
time
in
and
my
space.
way?
It's just so cool.
Don't be so conceited. I'm protecting the balance.
And yes,
Just
that
like
is
the master told us to.
showing you that they're all falling
You
apart.
need to come to your senses.
Or it's symbolizing that, you know, they're all falling
If
apart
we
and
don't
going their
do
own separate
something,
ways and
light
stuff like that.
will expire. Then we won't be able to avoid the grim future that awaits. We need to defy the Master's teachings to protect the world.
You're saying he was wrong?
He's not here anymore. I won't let his prophecy come true.
I just noticed this chain has an eye.
Darkness.
Like Riku's Way to Dawn and Xehanort's Keyblade. I wonder if it's the case for all of their Keyblades. Yeah, her one did too. So they all have those eyes on the end of their Keyblades, their Keyblade chains. This bit's quite cool too. Ghoul is just watching. Yeah, that's pretty cool. There's a little Chirafy.
Ava, over here!
Don't get her involved. Oh man.
Envy! Ased! What's going on?
I found out who the traitor is. Regrettably.
That bit annoys
No,
me
that's
because
not true.
I don't think she truly believes that.
There's
to
no
be
time
honest.
to lose.
Yeah, I think they all have eyes on their keychain,
May my heart be my guiding key.
which is very coincidental. If you guys don't know, when a Keyblade has an eye on it, I believe it has like a representation of like a connection to Xehanort of some sort of way. For example, Riku, and of course Xehanort's Keyblade having it. Terra had a Keyblade with an eye on it, which we all know what happens to Terra, so yeah. We see him reading one little page, and if you remember, at the very start... Oh, and there's the case of Gula.
Master.
But yeah, they said at the start that someone has a page that none of the others have.
Master?
I see.
If you're busy, I can always come back later.
Sure. Oh, no, stay. Now where? Ah, here it is.
Right. He made that look easy, ripping it perfectly.
What's this?
Go on, read it.
Do it.
This is from the Book of Prophecies. But
Yep. It's a page that's not in any of your books.
and what's written here is
Your role. You must find the traitor hidden among you, and stop them before it's too late. And in order to help you find the traitor...
I get it. That's why you gave us all different roles, isn't it? If anyone deviates from the job they were given, we can easily conclude that they are the traitor.
So,
It's
Gula
brilliant.
knew that there would be a traitor all
Way to
along.
steal my thunder, show off. Huh? It's not fair. My plan was supposed to blow your mind with its grandeur. Your jaw should have hit the floor at my sheer genius.
I'm sorry? But
Should you be
was
sorry
my
for
logic flawed?
Oh, you were right. So, I guess now you've earned your time in the limelight. Even though there is a traitor, act normal and keep focused. Trust no one but yourself.
Wow, I just realised that did look like Xehanort under the cloak, and I actually still don't believe that it is Xehanort under there. And the reason why I think this guy is evil is because I don't actually think there is a traitor among them. I think they're running around in circles, and yeah.
Trust no one but myself.